Hi, I'm Cameron, and you're about to see me drive and fart around Nova Scotia for the next 8 days. So it's about 5 a.m. I'm in Philly right now. I'm about to stop by my friend's place to give her my keys so she can watch my cat. And after that, I got a long drive to the border ahead, so.
Nova Scotia is a province in Canada. It is Latin for New Scotland. The province sits on the eastern reaches of the country on a small peninsula. It also includes the island of Cape Breton, which is connected via causeway. It is home to a variety of wildlife, including, but not limited to, birds, moose, and lobster. The province also includes scenery of jagged cliffs, lighthouses, and thick woods. Why am I going here? Because I wanted to, and I thought I would like it. Need I explain further? The long drive to the border begins. As you can see, I'm here in Jersey, and oh my god, I forgot my passport.
Well, guess who's back in Philly because they forgot their passport? It's me. I forgot my passport.
Thank goodness I only made it as far as Newark before remembering. Anyway, after a 3-hour mishap, the drive continues. The drive to my first stop, which is St. John, New Brunswick, was only about 11.5 hours, although there is a time zone shift 1 hour forward when I cross the border.
Alright, this probably isn't the safest thing to do while driving, but whatever. Well, I'm in Canada. I was like the only one at the border crossing since it's like kind of late. Border guard did a little hello, bonjour. That was cool. But he asked me a few questions, handed in my passport. He sent me on my way, but I'm here in Canada. Woo!
Did I mention I'm in Canada? It's my first time abroad, sorry. Anyway, thanks to my earlier mishap, I only had time to get a quick view of the city from Fort Howe and grab dinner at a local pub before sleeping for the night. Today, I'll be going to Cape Chignecto, a wonderful provincial park that has incredible views. I plan to camp there for the night, and then hike back in the next morning. But I'll be making a stop before I get to the park, to try and get to a place called Apple River Lighthouse.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty f***ing lost. Well, not lost. Like, I know how to get back, but the place I was trying to go to, the trailhead, I can't f***ing find it. There's a lot of trash here. No idea what like this stuff is. Well, I tried finding the end of this road. I found it. Just kind of turned into a stream. I couldn't find the trail. I found some markings, but I think they were just one-offs.
No lighthouse? No biggie. I now try to go to Three Sisters, a cool rock formation on the western shores of the park.
Well, there's a slight problem trying to get to my next destination. Yeah, they just put a whole bunch of f***-off rocks here, and now I can't. I need to go like that way, but now I can't. I have to go. I don't know where the f*** I'm gonna go.
I try and go the other way down a slightly perilous dirt road. It's fine for a bit, until I get stuck in the mud caused by recent rains. I had to get pulled out by the park manager after I chased his truck down. Thank you, park manager. That was Cape Chignecto. Wonderful place, which I would not be camping in now since it was so late after the wonderful detours. I found a crummy hotel in the nearby city of Truro and enjoyed Thursday wing night at a local bar before heading to bed. Waking up, I was greeted by striking workers on a picket line. So that was cool. After witnessing that, I continued on. Today I was planning to go to Cape Sable Island to see if I could make it to the southernmost lighthouse in the province, but I made a few stops along the way. When I got to the Hawk, which is the small fishing community closest to the lighthouse, I found an old, gray-haired guy working on a boat. I asked if he could take me over, and he tells me in an accent that was more syllable than word that he can't since he's working on his boat today, but that he did take someone over yesterday. He recommends that I go to a guy named Warren and gives me directions. I go over to Warren's house, but there's no one to be seen. Frustrated, I drive back near the fishing wharf. Near there, I spot another person working outside. I pull over and talk to him. His name is Max, and he's from France. Ask about a ride over, and he says to hold on for 1 second. He goes inside and brings out his friend, named Brandon. Brandon looks like the paper guy from Waterworld, if you know what I mean, and he talks in a thick, Scottish-like accent. He tells me to call a guy named Johnny Hotdog. I call, but it goes straight to voicemail. Brandon tells me he must be out on the water. Brandon recommends that I visit the drowned forest instead, so I go down there, and it's amazing. While there, someone is sitting on the beach. I say hi and plop down next to them. It's a middle-aged woman, and her name is Paula. Paula tells me about how there used to be sand all around the stumps, but it's since been washed away. She spent her whole life here on the island, and she feels as though the government has forgotten about communities like hers and others similar. It's hard to blame her. There's not much out here. I eventually leave to go and see the lighthouse.
Life would be a dream. Life would be a dream. Do, 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 so
I wake up in Barrington and continue my journey. I stop at a little cute town called Lunenburg, and then I continue on to Halifax. Halifax is a lovely city. While exploring around, I spot a Canadian warship moving out towards the sea. An old couple next to me asks if I know anybody on board, and I tell them no. They inform me that their son is on board, and their ship is underway to Scotland to do joint exercises with the Royal Navy. After exploring for a bit, I spend the night getting drunk at some local bars. First one called the Press Gang, which is probably a bit insensitive to 1800s era sailors, then another called Lot 6, and then I stumble across a bar/club called Midtown Boomers. At Midtown Boomers, I party with a group of college kids, and truth be told, I can only remember a few of their names. I think Rick, Nick, James, and Omarion are some of them. I think another guy named Travis. But they're all from Dartmouth. They knew each other growing up. They also all hate this guy named DJ Blitz, so screw you, DJ Blitz.
Dance to the dead, 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 dance to the dead, 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 dance to the dead, 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 dance to the dead, 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 dead.
I wake up in Halifax only mildly hungover. I begin my drive up to Cape Breton Island, and once I'm there, it's gorgeous. I spend some time hiking in Middlehead Hiking Trail and take some pics by the beach. It's just beautiful. I think this day speaks for itself. I woke up in my lodging and drove over to Cape North Lighthouse, although the road was snowed over. So instead, I drove over to another lighthouse and hiked the remaining distance to see it.
I was walking through the park. I've seen a total weirdo alone in the dark. He was shouting and screaming. I thought I was dead. His eyes were telling me he's out of his head. Stay awake, kid, and don't ever try to tell me something that's a waste of my time. I'm exhausted by the demons of past. But let me ask, can you see that's the world of parasite? Can you see that's the world?
Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I don't know what I was going for when making this video. I wanted it to be a mix of inspiration from Moonrise Kingdom, which is, if you've seen the movie, I'm sure you recognize some of the music, and a little bit of my own just taste and emphasis on my own music choice. But I had a lot of fun making it. It took a while. I went on this trip back in April, but I'm not doing it until now because life gets in the way. So anyway, thank you for watching, and here's a little outro of a song that it means a lot to me. So take care.